I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to stop and see Nancy Lawson.
I'm sure I can take your mind off her.
Yes, well, what's the matter, Kate?
From what Amber told me, you owe us both an apology.
Okay, intrastate rates have gone up 4.6% thanks to Oliver's resurfacing bill. Who handpicked Wainwright? Who is my opponent? And
Lee,
come here.
Not during office hours.
Well, tomorrow night then, after the teachers' union.
Sure. I'm glad you've got a staff that knocks. Hello. Hi. Can we talk?
Andrea, why don't you take a break?
Sure.
Why do I want to duck when I see you coming?
It's time, Lee,
Time to what?
to go after my mother.
Kate, I know we can clear up whatever Amber has accused me of, but first I have to ask you something else.
Is anything else important?
Well, I promised Peter that I'd ask you if you'd found a job sponsor for Vicky Lang yet.
No, I haven't, but tell him I am still looking.
I see.
Dave, it is inexcusable how you handled Amber.
Oh, how did I handle Amber?
You called her a murderess.
Oh, come on now.
Did you or didn't you?
Well, what I said was that she was planning a murder.
Oh, my mistake.
No, hers.
She thought you were going to physically keep her from having the abortion.
No, now, how could I do that?
No, you couldn't. The point is that's the way you came across. She is pregnant by the boy who's seeing her sister. She's scared out of her mind, and then you accuse her on top of all of that?
Oh, she doesn't care for Gil, and she's not frightened at all. To her, this is a nuisance.
Are you trying to change that?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm sorry, but whatever religious angle you play, whether fire and brimstone or sackcloth and ashes, you are not going to get her to change her attitude about this child.
Well, thank you.
For what?
For saying child. She wouldn't even acknowledge that she's carrying a child. It was her body. It was her pregnancy that she was going to terminate. And she didn't care what God, Gil, or I thought about
Well,
it.
your attitude in the past was a similar one.
Of course it was. I've used that same excuse 1,000 times.
Regardless, I shared privileged information with you, and you misused it. I handed you a golden opportunity, and you... Oh, I don't know what to say.
And I what? I threw it away?
Worse. When she needed you, you weren't there.
Oh, I was there. I didn't abandon her.
That isn't true. That's exactly what you did do for your own vindication.
Oh, please, Kate, come on.
Can't you see yourself? You have every right to change your own opinion, but you have no right atoning for what you think are past mistakes through Amber.
Oh, you're not making any sense, Kate. I'm doing this to keep her from making my mistakes.
I don't believe you.
You're saying I'll feel better if I make Amber's life miserable?
I am saying that the children that you aborted are dead. And denying Amber this abortion won't make them any less dead. I didn't know you felt so strongly. Your attitude is so completely changed. I blame myself for not realizing this. I promise you, with every new day, with every new wrinkle, I want a grandchild even more. But I haven't the right to lay claim on or the responsibility for another woman's body, and neither do you.
Time to go see your mother again?
And don't ask for any details, please.
Oh, I know. Don't ask what kind of risks I'm taking, right?
You won't be taking a risk. Trust me.
Come on, Amber. What's going on between those two?
My mother and father have come up against a certain issue. I won't go into the fine print right now. Just
trust me. I've heard you the first time. Well, I'm not going to make a fool of myself this time.
What do you mean? Hasn't my information been helpful?
Oh, it has, but what I mean is that you're a reporter for me and not a fortune teller. I mean, every time you tell me something like this, most likely they are kissing and making up, and that has happened before.
I'm sorry, Lee. I just can't go into all of it right now.
It affects you personally?
You could say that. Look, my parents have great differences. Things like the way they look at life and love and sex, you know, little things like that.
That's finally surfacing?
Even as we speak.
Amber, I am not so sure that I need her anymore.
What? Are you kidding? Be realistic.
Well, and you be fair. I mean, you've had your share of friends, but with too much work piled up in too few hours in the day, you can forget almost anyone.
Well, I know how difficult it is to forget someone that you've had such strong feelings about.
Now, Amber.
Let me just remind you of a few areas that Kate is important in, like slipping a couple of points in the polls.
Now, you know I wanted her for more than that.
Look, I don't care if you want her for a canasta partner. Go after her now.
What do you mean?
The teachers' union assembly tomorrow night?
Well, yes, I'm aware of it. In fact, I already asked her to be there with me. I mean, Kate has a lot of pull over there.
Pull. The union's chairperson happens to be one of her best friends.
Okay, I'll give her a call and try again.
Do it in person.
Fine. You want to write this thing for me, and then I'll just read it verbatim.
You never needed any help in that department. Just in recognizing the opportunities.
Amber. Thanks. Andre, you out there?
Is the coast clear?
About tomorrow night after the teachers' union? I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to make it.
Just a minute. Peter, hi.
How are you?
Fine, come on in. What a surprise.
More of a surprise than I was prepared for.
What?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I was down at the newsroom. They told me you had the afternoon off.
That's right. Gil's coming over soon, and we're going to the beach.
Hey, journalism sounds better every minute. I don't know how to put this, but you look different.
Of all the adjectives you could have used, different?
You look great.
Greatly different.
Stacy, you're beautiful. Mom told me about the metamorphosis, all right? But wow.
You came all the way over here to tell me that.
No. I came to talk about Vicky.
Have a seat. Vicki Lang?
Yeah, yeah, I was over at the correctional facility. Sounds a lot better than the slammer.
How is she doing?
Well, I'm trying to get her on this work release program, and I was wondering if I could get your help.
Peter, I'm the one who broke the story on her.
Exactly. Yeah, so you know that she's taking more blame than she deserves.
I suppose, but what could I do?
Okay, I talked to your father. He's gonna ask your mother if maybe she knows some organizations, some companies that she could work for.
Good. If anyone can help, Mom can.
I know. I was hoping maybe you could work on her.
You're terrible.
Well, there's more. I was thinking maybe something down at the paper.
You mean a job for Vicki on the paper?
Yeah. She's a good worker, hard worker. There was more than an office job down at OPD.
I know. I don't think there are any positions for Vicki on the paper. I'll keep an eye out for you.
That'd be great. Thanks.
You sure are going out of your way for her.
I think you'd do the same for Gil, wouldn't you?
I've already done a lot because of Gil.
I hope he appreciates it. For once.
If I'm to be taken back into this family at the price of an innocent life, then I'll have no part of you or Amber. That could be the only price I'd refuse to pay.
Dave.
Don't.
Dave, I'm only trying to say that this doesn't have to be as complicated as it is. No one likes what happened. And now Amber has made her own decision in spite of us. And we have to support her as good parents. The argument is stopped.
No, Kate, it goes on. It's only that the other party is too small to cry, much less argue.
Oh, this debate could continue forever.
Yes, and I'd have the advantage because I've been on both sides, and now I know the truth.
Dave, you are not helping.
Look, I know it hurts you to hear
It
this.
doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt you. It hurts us.
There can be no us until this is settled.
Yes. That does seem to be increasingly clear, doesn't it?
Kate, I know you don't like your solution, and I don't like mine either. But Amber is not ready to be a good mother. She'd have to put the baby up for adoption, I know that. But how can you equate 9 months of childbearing to the price of a human life? A person can murder by accident or being robbed. But this child is being murdered because he's an inconvenience. Look, there is an alternative.
There is.
So we can raise the child.
What a peaceful home it would have.
No, I'm serious, Kate.
Our reconciliation becomes more tenuous every minute, and you want me to start a family. Amber would never agree to it.
Well, we haven't even offered her the option.
Well, I wouldn't agree to it. You're scaring me.
Right. Because now I'm not the cut and dry, insensitive father that Amber thought I was. I don't need to be reconciled through her. I've been forgiven by the same God who has shown me that life is sacred from conception.
All right. If all life is sacred, I assume that that includes Amber.
Yes.
And if this pregnancy should ruin her life...
It won't.
But if it does...
Then she'll be paying a very unfortunate price for her own mistake.
I am going to ensure at least one life. She has asked me for a safe, licensed clinic or an OB, and I will give that to her.
Kate, you can't do that.
The argument is stopped.
Excuse me, Mrs. Phillips, but Lee Carruthers insisted on seeing you.
Thank you, Rose.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I can almost smell the powder from all the fireworks.
Lee, tell me why you are here.
First, tell me why Dave gave me that death stare.
We are facing a very serious family problem.
But nothing that can't be solved, right?
What do you want?
Well, the assembly for the teachers' union. You know that I'm to be the keynote speaker? I've asked you once, but I'm going to ask you again. Kate, I need you to be there with me.
I see.
People are talking. Of course, the general public at large thinks we're still engaged.
I have kept my end of the bargain.
I know.
I've done enough campaigning for you, more than my schedule permits.
But I need more, much more, especially as we come down to the wire. Kate, are you going to be there with me tomorrow night or not?
I'll be there.
Are you saying that I'm too good for Gil Prescott?
Well, if I didn't think he was going to come through that door any second, I might say that.
Well, you've got at least 15 minutes. Shoot.
Oh, Stacy, come on. Don't do this to me. Gil and I are friends.
Don't worry. I've withstood enough criticism about him from others.
Amber?
Amber, Nancy, Vicky. My mother doesn't seem all that sold on him.
Okay, so you want the male perspective.
No, I want the perspective of a friend.
Okay? All right. How can you trust a guy with a track record like that? Okay, he says he's changed, and obviously you believe him, but come on, you're looking as nice as any woman he ever knew.
He liked me even when I didn't look like this. And that I don't have in common with the others.
Oh, you're humble, too.
I mean it.
Well, whatever. Look, okay, say he liked you before the transformation. How long was that going to last?
Well, I can't say. But let me ask you a question. If you thought I was still available, would all this have coaxed you out of the corner?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't mean to embarrass you. It's just that it seems to me that people are always blaming Gil for values that everyone has. He's getting over his preoccupation with appearances now, but who has the right to point a finger?
Oh, no, I wasn't doing that.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. But I saw the way you stared when you walked in, and I was flattered by it. It's just that Gil's always been a bit more open in his appreciation.
And you think that's all there is to it?
I think that Gil Prescott appreciates what he's got, for once.
I gotta go. You will please talk with your mother?
Yeah, and I'll keep a lookout at the Chronicle.
Oh, yeah. For the record, you would have coaxed me out of my corner.
Nobody cares about me. I mean, Terry just pities me, and Ben is busy with his baby. I mean, nobody. Dave. Yeah. Clinic. Okay, I think I better call him. I know that he'll help me out.
Chesterfield Free Clinic, can I help you?
Yes. Is, Dave there, please?
Who's calling, please?
Is this that nurse, Lucy?
Lucille. And Dave's not here, Nancy.
Look, would you let me speak to him, please?
I said he's not
I know you're just trying to cover him up. Will you let me speak to him?
Nancy, Dave hadn't been here for 3 hours.
Here, I'll take it, Lucille. Hello, Nancy.
Oh, I knew you were there.
Well, I'm afraid this is Ben. Dave really isn't here. Can I take a message?
What time will he be back?
Well, it's hard to say. But I can have him call you just as soon as he gets in. Are you over at Ione's?
Yeah. Look, you have the number, okay?
Okay, any message?
No. Just one last SOS, that's all.
Coming! I'm coming. Amber, what are you doing here?
Mind if I come in?
Well, no, sure, but you can't stay long.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, to the beach. What'd you think?
Well, I know how undeveloped your sense of fashion is. You might have mistaken that as an evening dress.
Gee, it's really great to know we're talking again.
We won't be for long. But, for the record, it takes more than a shopping spree and a trip to the beauty parlor to get a man.
You mean a night in the sack?
You've gone that far, huh?
No, we haven't. Gil and I have an understanding that doesn't need cemented prematurely. Not that it's any of your business.
You volunteered the information. You seem so happy, Stacy.
I am. And you can't ruin it. We're way beyond your insult, so why don't you just leave? Gil's gonna be here any minute.
just go to the clinic myself. Where's my keys?
Nancy?
Look, just leave me alone, okay? Do you know where my keys are?
You're gonna drive?
Yeah, you got something to say about it?
You've been drinking.
Look, I used to think you were a cute kid. Don't press your luck, okay? Oh, here they are.
Nancy, I mean it. You can't drive.
Look, will you just leave me alone?
Please, Nancy, you might get hurt.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Just tell me why you're here.
Not if Gil's coming.
Amber, you're not going to ruin this day for us. Get out.
Maybe it might be best for both of you to hear this.
Hear what?
It's about a child, Stacy.
What child?